Okay, guys, welcome back to Autocrat Primer, where we love us somewhat,
Transformers.
but also Kong and Godzilla. Tonight is the night in which Kong and Godzilla will be releasing the trailer that we've all been waiting for, because March 29th of 2021, Kong versus Godzilla comes out. And I gotta tell you right now, I am stoked. I went to my local Walmart a couple days back, and they were redoing the whole toy section. So I don't know about, there was no Transformers, and I was like, oh my god, did I wait too long to get Kong and Godzilla? Yes, I did. These are the last two. One Godzilla, one Kong. That was it. And if you look at my Kong, he looks like he's already been jacked up in the mouth. He looked like kind of knocked him out. It's like, hey boy, bow. Look, looks like it's already happened. He got him in his jaw. Bow. But I'm very excited. And he comes with a blast effect. You open up his mouth, you pop this bad boy in. Right there, you got Godzilla's blast effect. And as it shows on the artwork, which the things that you've got it where Kong gets hit right here, and he's blocking. Yeah, he's like using his spike. This is going to be the weapon that Kong will be wielding in the Kong versus Godzilla. Let's take a look at this real quick. A lot of people's been talking about this. This is actually a part of Godzilla's spikes. As you can see right here, it's clearly one of Godzilla's spikes. So he is able to take one of the spikes off, but then you take a look at the bone, and the speculation is that he's got a monster that is big as him and Godzilla, and he's literally ripped their bone out, and he's wrapped it up with leather. So we know that Kong is highly intelligent. They're going to make sure they play that in the movie as a big part of him. Is he's going to be highly intelligent. He's going to relate to the humans, and that's going to be the draw. Now, the question has always been, who would actually win between Godzilla and King Kong? Well, what you have to also think about, and I am a big Godzilla fan, and I am a big King Kong fan. Huge. Love both of them. Grew up on them. Love them. Actually, I love them more than I do my Transformers. Yes, I did say that. And Lord have mercy. Don't let the Transformer community find out that I said that. They'll kick me out of it, you know. Shoot, I probably already got kicked out, and nobody's even given me a letter of goodbye. But no, I was sitting here, and I was taking a look at Godzilla and Kong, and we know that the trailer is dropping tonight. And yes, it is 2 o'clock in the morning, and I am still up hoping to get that. My friend Lord Master Starscream, please go check out his channel. He was doing this live stream, kind of got a little crazy, and I had to kind of back off a little bit, but he was able to reel it back in, and I was able to go in and hang out with him. But let's take a look at Kong. First of all, Kong's going to be highly intelligent. As you can already see here, Kong is very menacing. He's already going to have scars on his chest where he's got claws. He has a reach, which is clearly shown right here, which is friggin' awesome. And he is able to have this. This is a very angry Kong. And I like the fact that he is just Kong and not King Kong. It gives more mystique to the character, and really brings in those other old movies as if those fit within the time frame. I am extremely excited about this, but you do have him, and this guy has great articulation. I got it for $8 at Walmart. If you can get it, I highly recommend this Kong, because it has this nice elbow bend. You get him some great poses. Not only that, you've got his leg. Now, I don't know why his leg does like this unless, you know, Kong breaks his leg. But you have this. He's got his legs can kick up that way. They can kick about that far. If you turn this right here around, it will let the leg kick all the way out like so. You can get him in some really nice poses. And the cool thing about these guys is they actually have battle damage. So if we're going to take a look, and also the wrist rotates. He can only hold it in one hand because this is balled up. That's for him to jack up Godzilla's jaw. But as you can see, and if this is any indication how bad this fight's going to go, you're going to have literal flesh, as you see right here. I like it. It tabs in really well. And as you can see, you see his muscle showing right there. I mean, he gets a chunk ripped out of him. And that cannot be feeling good. But this is a really cool thing. It pushes right in. Do you have to worry about it falling out? No, you really don't. I've been playing around with him. I even had my nephews here. Check out Bay Mahal 1119. Her kids were here. They got to check him out and was moving around. And so this will stay in with a lot of play, a lot of movement. So we've taken a really good look at the Kong, nice Kong, and there's Kong's butthole. He says, you know what? Kiss my monkey ass. I will win. I'm going to tell you what I also think, and this is just my prediction. I think Kong is going to go in like Rocky Balboa. I mean, he's going to go in there swinging and punching. And he's going to be really fast. He's going to be like, you know, sting like a bee and fly like a butterfly, whatever it is, you know, that in boxing. You know, I don't box. I'm a lover. I'm not a fighter. But what you end up seeing is you're going to see, I believe, is that they're going to get into this fight. Kong in some way I think is going to be used against his will, but I think he's going to be like able to go at least the distance, almost 10 rounds with Godzilla. And I think what's going to end up happening is that Godzilla is going to recognize, they're going to recognize they need each other, because there are other monsters and other things, especially King Ghidorah, that came from outer space. So you know there could be Space Godzilla or something like that in the future. Mega Godzilla may show up, and these two may have to work together. One thing I am going to say that Kong has in his favor is his mind. The fact that they're able to show us and let us have this, it shows us that he's actually created a weapon out of his opponent, Kong. We saw this in the movie Kong, Skull Island, where he uses the blade from the ship and the chains to go after the Skull Crunchers. And so if we're already seeing that he's able to create this, then he's going to be able to use the terrain for his advantage. He's going to be able to use it like the buildings and stuff to swing off of. Now, if they get into the water, which I've already seen some of the clips where you have Kong leaning over on the ship and he's looking down as Godzilla comes busting out of the water, and then they just get into a fight. And yeah, that carrier's huge. I don't know how it's staying afloat, but you got Godzilla, and I gotta tell you, I really dig this. Now, there is speculation that this Godzilla is more of a nighttime Godzilla to show the sliding of the back. The one thing that Godzilla's got at his disposal is, first of all and first most, he has his atomic breath. So that right there, this right here is going to be in Godzilla's favor. He is not only that, but this Godzilla actually has bigger arms than the traditional Godzilla. Yes, Kong's arms are going to go a little bit farther and a little bit longer and are bigger, but he's also got stumpy legs where Godzilla does not. Now, Godzilla's not going to be moving too fast. We saw this in all the other movies, Godzilla and also Godzilla King of the Monsters. But Godzilla is very quiet. If you go back and watch those movies and go with both of them, Godzilla is like a ninja. He comes in there like, oh, why? You know, you're like, whoa, shit, where this big dinosaur came from? What? He just snuck up behind me? What the Sam Hill? You know, you're kind of like caught off guard by how quiet and silent and deadly Godzilla really is. So when you got these spikes and you got Godzilla, the one thing also is that King Kong's going to be able to take battle damage. In some ways, I think it means that he has maybe some type of little healing factor that maybe puts him up to be in the alpha spot, because you got to think, he did not answer the call to King Ghidorah, nor did he answer the call when Godzilla did it, the King of the Monsters. So that means that Kong in his own right is an alpha, and he's able to resist the call of other alphas, because he's like, just leave me the hell alone, is the type of attitude I have with him. It's not my fight. It's not my, I don't have a bone in this dog fight, so he kind of stayed out of it. But one thing about Godzilla you got to understand is that Godzilla is quiet. He is deadly. He has this tail. And I'm telling you right now, this has always been in an unutilized tool in Godzilla's arsenal. I think that sometimes people overlook it. I enjoyed watching Godzilla, the first movie, where he's going up against the creatures and he hits one with his tail and he literally spikes it and puts it and kills it by using his tail. But I have a feeling that this is going to be a disadvantage for Godzilla. Because if Kong's able to get behind Godzilla, well, he's going to be able to cause he's going to be strong enough to be able to pick Godzilla up and sling his butt around and maybe throw him a little bit. Now, the thing that I'm also looking at is the fact that you got this right here. This is and has always been Godzilla's ace in the hole, where he can come and he can hit you with this atomic blast and literally burn your face right off. So when you have this taking place and happening, Godzilla's got a lot more in his arsenal if he can keep the distance. If he can keep literally Kong at a arm's length or farther away and able to use this, he's going to use this to his advantage, and it's going to be, which we already saw in Godzilla King of the Monsters, where he really gets ramped up with a nuclear power, and he's like a nuclear power reactor himself, and we saw that he turned red and everything melted as he walked to King Ghidorah, and he was able to do that. Now, if Godzilla is able to do that again, I don't think so. I think that was like a once-in-a-lifetime type thing, because us humans, we decided to just feed Godzilla as many nuclear warheads as we possibly could feed him so that he could become the ultimate Godzilla. I don't think we'll see that in this movie, but what I do think we will see is that we will see two titans going at it, but we will also be cheering for both of them, because at the end of the day, these two monsters need to come together. It needs to be like the Call of the Avengers, where you had Civil War going on, where you got Captain America, the blue team, you got Iron Man, the red team, and they're going to fight each other, but eventually they're going to know that they got to work together to fight, I think, a big nasty we have not even been told yet or even given us any hints of. The director says there will be a winner. And I'm good. I'm game with that. I'm fine if, like he's like Rocky Balboa and he goes to 10 rounds, but, split decision, it goes to Godzilla. He's the winner, but I don't want to see him die. That's the one thing I don't want to see, is I do not want to see Kong die in this movie. I don't. I want to see that in a way that, yes, this is your king. Right here, this is your Godzilla, this is the king of the monsters, and this is his enforcer. That would be the all-time I would be ecstatic to have that, because then you have him as a mediator between Godzilla and the humans, because he can relate with the humans, and Godzilla will know that he can use Kong for future things. These figures are awesome. For $8 at your Walmart, I highly recommend it. One thing I don't want to forget is to show you this right here, is that also Godzilla has a place. And if this is any indication, is you have this big old hunk. And if this is any indication, let me take off Kong's. Kong's got a damage in his arm, but Godzilla has a gash in his chest. And I'm sorry, but in a way, if this is any indication of what we're going to see, this could be a killing blow, or close to a killing blow to Godzilla. And this would knock Godzilla out of the races. I don't think that's going to be the case, but I do think that the two monsters are going to battle each other literally almost to the death. I don't want to see either one of them die. I don't want to see, anyone walks between their tails between their legs and goes home. But I do have to say, this is going to be a dynamic movie. I'm so excited about seeing it. These figures are awesome. If you've got kids, these are great to get for them. If you want to introduce your child to the King of the Monsters and the King of Skull Island as they meet and get to see each other and see what we're going to have, this would be an excellent time to do so. As always, like my grandfather always said, hold on to something from your youth. You'll never grow old. Look to the stars, grab one for yourself, and bye, guys.